Welcome back to the channel. This little video here is going to be about this. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, I have broke my rod. And if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. But not right now. Wait till it's over, go check it out. What we did is a rod that I've had for quite a while. I mean it's pretty beat up. I've used it and used it and used it. We was fishing with it on the subscriber challenge kind of deal, subscriber picks my bait deal. We was using this swim jig, alright? And I caught a fish out of a pond and was going to bank flip it. And it broke my rod. This was a 6'6" medium Abu Garcia Vendetta rod. Now it's only it's actually a 30-ton graphite. But what I've come to figure out, it's not the rod's fault. I was fishing many weeks ago at another pond. Didn't do no good, by the way. And I had one of my other rods setting up in this little holder that they probably had for catfishing or something, or hold their pose. Well, I had this rod and I had another jig on it, and I was pitching, you know, out into this little, there was a stick up and a tree laid down into the pond. Well, I got done doing that, I reeled her in, and I went to give it a good big old swing, and I hit that other rod. Now what I think happened is that day, I think I may have nicked it and weakened it. So when I went to pull this monster fish in, that was probably 2 pound, 2.5 pound, it snapped it. I had plenty of line out. I didn't pick the fish up out of the water. I just simply had the rod tip bent just enough. I was pulling him up onto the bank and it snapped. If you watch the video, you'll hear it in the video, and then I'll show it to you. So what we've done is, on a little budget, this rod came from Walmart, I believe. The reel didn't, but the rod did. And I can't remember, it's been years ago. I don't even know if they make Vendettas anymore. But what we've done is, on a budget, we went back to Walmart. Didn't video it because I had to get in and out real quick, and I picked up another rod. Now this rod is 7 foot medium heavy. This one is a 6'6" medium, and I like to have another 6'6" because it's easier to, you could be more precise with your pitching and your flipping and stuff. But I'll show you what we got. There it is. We bought a Lews Hank Parker. Is that what Hank Parker? I'm an Abu Garcia fan. I like their stuff. I've used it for years and years. So I figured I would switch it up. This is a Lews Signature Series. I think it says Hank Parker, pretty sure. Yeah, Hank Parker Speed Stick. It is a medium heavy, 7 foot. And Lews right here, they wrote worm and jig, and you can use a Carolina rig and large spinner baits on this also. I'm not a big fan of the cork look on these. It's going to take some getting used to where you hook the your bait to, because all the Abu Garcia ones that I have is up here in front of the reel, and this one's behind the reel on the handle. But I like the foam grips, and you can see I've wore this one out. Look at it. I don't know if you can see that, but it is slicked down, son. We've used that. And the other thing I don't like is I like these aluminum designed for the reel to seat up onto, or that holds the reel down. This one has a little plastic. This rod was only $39, all right? And we got the little 2-year replacement thing on it. You never know, you know, it could break. But this one, it seems pretty stout. It don't have much of a tip on it at all. So we should be able to use jigs and stuff on this like super good. Now this is a cheap way to go. I would like to have an Abu Garcia one, but we're doing this on a budget. I broke that rod, so let's try this one. It's got the micro guides. Check that out. Micro guides on it. I'm not a real big fan of those. This one has small eyes or guides on it too, but not as, let me see if I can get, you probably can't see that, but can you see the difference in that? This is the Abu Garcia one, then the Lews one. I'm not a real big fan of that. It's supposed to, I think, let you feel the fish a little bit better. But if this thing lasts to the winter time and we're using it, those are going to freeze up quick. It's going to gather a bunch of ice up in there, and then it's not going to be casting right, and it's just going to be a lot of trouble. But for 40 bucks, I'm going to try it out and see how it does. The color, gray into black, it's alright, I guess. But carbon nanotube technology, I don't know. I like white or black rods. The silver into the black ain't too bad. The orange, meh, it's alright. But I do have another Lews rod. You've seen it in other videos. It's Tele rod or whatever. Pretty good little rod. So I said, let's give this a try. So we're going to try it out. We're going to stick that on there here in a minute, and we'll check it out. Let's go ahead and stick my Abu Garcia reel on a Lews rod and see what that looks like. Got the Abu Garcia reel, my old Rio S. That's wore slick out. Got the hiccups, man. On a Hank Parker Lews rod. Now first, that's a weird setup, man. Come on now. To get it on, and I'll have to figure that out for sure, but it's really light in the hand. This is a real light reel anyways, but this rod is super light. Now, will it be good? Well, that we'll have to find out on a future video. I don't know if this is going to get any of this, but I'm going to be pitching to that wad of grass, the wad of grass out there. This is going downhill, but just doing this little bit, this rod feels real comfortable. It's not real heavy, not real, I don't know, it feels decent. I don't know if you can see this or not. The reel is the same as I've always had, so that really don't bother me none. The handle here, get you back over here. The finger handle, it ain't much different. It ain't much different than the Abu Garcia rod. You ain't gonna get much for 40 bucks, all right? I mean, it's decent. It's not bad for 40 bucks. So we will try. Look, I want to put it here. I've reeled it way too far in, but this one hooks down here. Now I'm gonna. That's just weird. I don't know if I'll use that or not, or just hook it to the reel up here. But we'll cut the paper off of it, make it look halfway decent. As far as this one, what I'm thinking about doing is cutting it down, probably about right here, I don't know yet. I may just cut the top of it off right here and have this as the first eye and have a super short little creek rod or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But if I cut it off here, what I was going to do is just use it to spool new line onto my bait casters. That could work. Another thing is the handle. See how much longer that handle is? That might give me a little more leverage on the jig and the worm and stuff. But I like the real short handle because I don't know. I just like it better. But guys, thanks for watching this little video. We got us a new rod because I broke my other one. Be sure to like, hit that bell notification, subscribe if you ain't subscribed already for future videos to come with me using the Lews rod, Hank Parker signature with the Abu Garcia reel. See if we can hook us a big one. We love every one of you guys. Drop down there and hit that subscribe button if you ain't already. And if you already have subscribed, we thank you. And we love each and every one of you guys and gals. So come back to the next video. We'll check you later, guys.